morning hit and run leaves one person dead and police searching for the driver who was behind the wheel. News 12 Brooklyn reporter Tori Singer joins us now from East New York with the latest. Tori?
As you can see behind me, a gruesome scene. The mangled remains of this vehicle sit here, and police continue searching for that suspect, the driver who fled by foot after striking and killing a pedestrian earlier this morning. NYPD has not released the identity of the victim, but we do know he was a 53-year-old man, and FDNY tells us he was taken to Brookdale Hospital for treatment. The man was trying to cross the street at Crescent Street and Conduit Boulevard when the vehicle struck him and then struck a guardrail. The driver then fled the scene by foot. And again, no arrests have been made in connection to this case at this time. Police continue investigating the incident. Reporting in East New York, Tori Singer, News 12, Brooklyn. The clerk from the Garden Deli that was robbed is recalling the terrifying moments leading up to his 911 call and the fatal shooting of the suspect. The NYPD tells us 3 officers responded to calls of an armed robbery here after 12:30 this morning. After gathering information, they say they saw the suspect walking down Star Street. Officers say they gave the suspect verbal commands to stop before shooting.
The suspect had a black firearm in his hand and raised it towards the officers. The officers fired at the suspect and struck him multiple times. The suspect was pronounced dead at Woodhull Hospital.
The deli worker recalls the terrifying encounter.
You tell me you have to bag it up, I'm gonna kill you right now. Bag it up, hurry up. After I bag it up for him and he leaving, I called 911.
Police released this picture they say is of the suspect moments before the shooting. You can see him with what appears to be a gun in his hand as he's holding up the store. Here's a closer look at that gun police recovered at the scene. Officers say it appears to be an imitation firearm. And police have not officially identified the suspect just yet. The investigation is still ongoing. Reporting in Bushwick, Tori Singer, News 12, Brooklyn. Instead of prepping for the Valentine's rush, Putnam's Pub is determining just how much damage the second alarm fire caused the popular business and wondering what went wrong. Employees making the 911 call to get help this morning after a fire broke out.
The fire was confined to the ceiling of the restaurant. It was difficult for us to get to because of the height of the ceilings and the amount of soundproofing and sheetrock they had on the ceiling. It was extensive work to open it up and to get water on the fire.
The good news, the FDNY says, despite the damage, there are no injuries. 100 FDNY firefighters responded to the scene here just before 11 a.m. The chief tells me that it took just over an hour for them to get things under control. People in the community that I spoke to are shocked right now, some even still trying to make reservations, stumbling upon this scene and realizing that one of their favorite spots went up in flames.
Putnam's is a neighborhood staple. Our family comes here for all special occasions. The food's great, the service is great, and this is really just a tragedy. I feel horrible for the owners and people who work here, but I'm glad that no one was injured.
When I came out to make my morning breakfast, I was kind of surprised and kind of shocked to see everything, everything that transpired, because like I said, I was just here yesterday and everything seemed perfectly fine.
The cause of the fire is still under investigation. Reporting in Clinton Hill, Tori Singer, News 12, Brooklyn. Police are still here on the scene investigating after 78-year-old Edna Pierre-Jacques was found deceased at her home here on Troy Avenue. They're calling her death suspicious, and 3 family members are being questioned this afternoon. Police say that they responded to a 911 call just before 10 o'clock last night here at the home of the victim, where she was pronounced dead at the scene. The 78-year-old had her head trauma, and the cause of her death is not yet known, but police are calling her death suspicious. Officers tell us the victim's daughter, granddaughter, and husband are being questioned by police at the 67th precinct. Neighbors who knew Pierre-Jacques are in shock and deeply saddened by the news of her passing.
The granddaughter came, I guess, about 9, and that's when she found her. So that's about all I know, because I was inside and saw the lights flashing, and that's when I came out. The only thing I can say about her, she was like a sister to me. We were very friendly to each other. The children, they were friends. We used to share food. In fact, she gave me food the day before. She made soup and different things, and whatever I make, we share, you know. So it's just really shocking.
We're also told that the victim's husband was home at the time of her death. This investigation, of course, is ongoing. A lot of unknowns and a lot of questions still yet to be answered. We will continue to keep you updated with the latest. For now, reporting in East Flatbush, Tori Singer, News 12, Brooklyn. Police say it was just after 4:30 in the morning that they got the call and rushed to this home on Alabama Avenue. You can see it's still taped off at this time as they continue to investigate. That's where they found a man shot dead in the head and where they continue to search for answers. There are still a lot of unknowns at this point, and police are not yet releasing the name of the victim in this case, but police are still on scene gathering evidence and information to find out who is responsible. We do know the victim was a 41-year-old man and that the shooting occurred in the basement of the home. No word on what led to the shooting or anyone involved at this time. Neighbors and friends in the area describe the victim as a friendly person, a family man. Sources on the scene say that he had 2 children and a family and that he was always looking out for everyone in the neighborhood. Again, NYPD tells the victim was found dead at the scene. This investigation is ongoing, so we will continue to bring you the latest as we learn more on this developing story. For now, reporting in East New York, Tori Singer, News 12, Brooklyn.
A violent home invasion in the early hours of the morning today left 2 in the hospital and police searching for answers. News 12 Brooklyn reporter Tori Singer joins us now from the scene in Cypress Hills with those details.
Very quiet here, but an extremely different picture. Earlier this morning, police tell us it was just after 2 a.m. here on Belmont Avenue when 2 men were shot during a violent home invasion. NYPD telling us an 18-year-old man was shot in the leg and a 23-year-old man was grazed in the head by a bullet. Both taken to Brookdale Hospital where they're being treated for their injuries today. Police say 3 men disguised in masks broke into the residence here. It's not yet known whether items were stolen or not. Police still here checking the scene out, speaking to neighbors. And while it's been very quiet, neighbors that are getting out of their homes, leaving for work, are reacting to this news. Many say they're very shocked, very surprised to hear this is happening on their street.
And nothing really happens over here. And like you telling me about when something happened, I'm shocked myself. Like you can walk around here and leave your door unlocked or on your car and nothing really goes wrong.
And no arrests have been made. Police still investigating, and of course we'll keep bringing you the latest as we know more. Reporting in Cypress Hills, Tori Singer, News 12, Brooklyn.